on the 45-second mark. Mark, 45 seconds in, altitude 3.4 nautical miles, downrange distance 13.4 nautical miles, velocity 1,742 miles per hour. Up on the 1 minute mark. Mark, 1 minute into the flight, standing by for solid motor burnout, about 10 seconds from now. Pressure decreasing in the solids. Standing by for burnout. And we have burnout, standing by for SEP. And we have separation. And we have ignition on the 3 airlet motors. The 3 airlet motors have come up on chamber pressure. Chamber pressure on the airlet motors. 1 minute, 39 seconds into the flight. The Delta vehicle now only weighs about 1/2 of what it did at launch, expelling propellant now at the rate of about 2,700 pounds per second. 1 minute, 50 seconds in. Altitude now 21.8 nautical miles. Downrange distance 51 nautical miles. Velocity 4,493 miles per hour. About 30 seconds now remaining on our 3 airlet motors. Chamber pressure is beginning to decline. We have a good engine control in the main engine, good engine control in the verniers, settling down from the initial launch transients. Standing by for burnout of the 3 airlet motors. And we have burnout, standing by for separation. And we have separation. Separation on the airlet motors. Now 2 minutes, 50 seconds into the flight. Altitude now 41.7 nautical miles. Downrange distance 130.7 nautical miles. Velocity 7,761 miles per hour. 3 minutes into the flight. Smoother ride now. Main engine pitch and yaw control is good. Well within our ability to control. Vernier engine pitch and yaw control is good. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. Chamber pressure holding very well in the first stage. Main engine chamber pressure right where we want it to be. Vernier engine control and chamber pressure is right where we want them to be. Coming up 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Mark, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Now at Mach 15. Less than 1 minute until main engine cutoff. Vehicle now at 59.7 nautical miles. Downrange distance 240.3 nautical miles. Velocity 10,000, correction, now 11,281 miles per hour. Coming up on the 4 minute mark. Mark, 4 minutes into the flight. Less than 20 seconds now until main engine cutoff. Four minutes, 15 seconds in. Standing by for main engine cutoff about 5 seconds from now. And we have MECO standing by for vernier cutoff. And we have vernier cutoff, stand by for 1-2 SEP. And we have 1-2 SEP. And ignition on the second stage. Good ignition on the second stage. And we have fairing separation. Good fairing separation. 4 minutes, 50 seconds in. 4 minutes, 55 seconds, all looks good. Good engine control in the second stage. As we pass 5 minutes, 5 seconds, altitude now 80 nautical miles, downrange distance 504 nautical miles, velocity 15,135 miles per hour. 5 minutes, 15 seconds in. This first burn of the second stage today will last about 2.5 minutes. Coming up 5 minutes, 28 seconds in. Altitude now 84 nautical miles, downrange distance 588 nautical miles, velocity 15,440 miles per hour. 5 minutes, 40 seconds in. Second stage chamber pressure continues to hold right where we want it to be as we're coming up on the 6-minute mark. Mark, 6 minutes. Looking good. And receiver decoders are confirmed off at this time as we're approaching 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Mark, 6 minutes, 20 seconds in. Altitude now 90 nautical miles. Downrange distance 776 nautical miles. Velocity 16,141 miles per hour. Just got confirmation from AE that we are now on Tidris, 46 degrees. Data. 6 minutes, 45 seconds in. Standing by for SECO 1, about 20 seconds from now. Pressure beginning to decline. And we have SECO. Hydraulic system pressure now declining. Pumps off. 7 minutes, 35 seconds in. Altitude 92.6 nautical miles. Downrange distance 1,069 nautical miles. Velocity 16,903 miles per hour. Delta flight commentary at 8 minutes 15 seconds in. The second burn of the second stage will occur about 57 minutes from now. We'll be on broadcast intermittently between this time and that, bringing you up updates as the flight progresses. Again, the next scheduled burn, the second burn of the second stage, about 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 49 seconds into the flight.
And we're now in a parking orbit. This is a coast phase, as we heard, that will last about 57 minutes. All of the data coming in here to NASA Hangar AE, our telemetry facility, is indicating we've had a very good flight of the first stage and the initial burn of the second stage. Solid rocket boosters all burned well and jettisoned on schedule and on target.
To what we expected. 9 minutes, 51 seconds in. Altitude now is at 93.9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 1,611 nautical miles. Velocity 16,901 miles per hour.
This is the Mission Directors Center, where right now we have a team that is now suddenly very relaxed, and we'll be able to stay that way for another 55 minutes or so. Right now the GRAIL spacecraft appears to be in a good state of health as it coasts along atop the second stage on a parking orbit. Data we got back so far indicates that the parking orbit is almost exactly nominal or where we want it to be. The performance data from both stages looks good.
12 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight. At this time, we are in the process of our barbecue or roll mode, rolling at about 1 degree per second. We'll continue in this mode for about another 20 minutes.
This is Delta Launch Control. We're 14.5 minutes into the flight of the Delta II with GRAIL. We're now in a parking orbit. And while we're in this coast phase, we're going to be showing you some replays from different camera angles on the ground of the launch. Meanwhile, the team here in the Mission Directors Center is going to be taking a break, since there's not much going to be going on here for the next 45 minutes or so. And spacecraft people have been looking at some of their data, but every indication is from both the vehicle and GRAIL that we have a very good flight underway. So just momentarily we'll begin our launch replays. 15 minutes, 18 seconds into the flight of the Delta II with GRAIL. This is Delta Launch Control.